This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for September 12, 2023, decomposed body found believed to be Escapee from Black River Lockup. A body believed to be that of one of the 8 inmates who escaped from the Black River Lockup in St. Elizabeth on June 19 has been found. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police, Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto, told the news that during an operation on Monday, an unfinished structure suspected to be where the escapees were staying was found in the New Market area of St. Elizabeth. The man's decomposed body was reportedly discovered in bushes near the structure.
Our operations continue in the St. Elizabeth Division as we seek to locate and recover the remaining 7 persons who escaped out of the Black River Lockup on the 19th of June. On Monday, at about 12 noon, a team led by myself and others journeyed in the hills of St. Elizabeth, right at this location where this unfinished structure is located. It is believed that the men were using this location as a base. We have seen evidence that persons were here. We have seen things such as cell phones that were burnt, spoons, liquor bottles, and important to note is that a body was also located in the nearby bushes. The body is in a advanced decomposed state, and therefore we have contacted our forensic scenes of crime for it to be fully processed. The investigations will continue. From the information we have received and intel that we're getting, it is believed that the body is one of the escapees. I wouldn't want to name him at this time until we would have got the scientific evidence. We will continue a search for the remainders, and we continue to make an appeal for them to surrender to the police and to turn themselves in with their attorneys.
$500,000 reward offered for information on $100,000 reward is being offered for information that will assist or lead to the safe return of Member of Parliament Philip Polwell's 10-month-old daughter, Saroya Polwell, and her mother, 27-year-old Tashana Patterson. The MP confirmed on Sunday that the two were last seen at their home in Gilmore Drive, Kingston, and have been missing since Saturday, September 9. Patterson is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 163 centimeters or 5 feet 4 inches tall, while Saroya is of dark complexion and about 75 centimeters tall. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that about 7 a.m., Patterson and Saroya were last seen at their gate. At the time of the alleged abduction, Patterson was dressed in a brown tube top, army green sweatpants, and a pair of black Crocs, while Saroya was dressed in a pink onesie. They have not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Tashana Patterson and the Saroya Polwell is asked to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184, 119 Police Emergency Number, or the nearest police station. St. Anne man killed in suspected hit and run. Police are investigating the death of a man who was killed in a suspected hit and run along the Oterius bypass in St. Anne on Sunday. Dead is 47-year-old Richard Anderson, who is of a St. Anne address. Reports from the Oterius police are that about 6:40 p.m., Anderson was standing along the roadway when a motor vehicle hit him and allegedly sped off. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Anderson was seen lying in a pool of blood. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Authorities are urging the driver of the motor vehicle involved in the incident to turn himself into the nearest police station immediately. Some MAPEN nurses unimpressed with security changes. Unimpressed by a raft of suggestions to beef up security at a MAPEN hospital, After a nurse was viciously bludgeoned in the head, one of her colleagues has dismissed the measures as ineffective, a mere band-aid placed over an open wound. Others have questioned the effectiveness of guards placed at the 2 security posts through which the nurse's attacker chased her before repeatedly beating her in the head with a rock. We have been plagued by every type of abuse, physically, verbally, psychologically down here. One nurse who asked not to be identified by name told the news on Monday afternoon. These quick fixes are not enough. She wants a permanent solution put in place to ensure no one else endures the ordeal that left her colleague hospitalized with a fractured skull. In a statement Monday afternoon, Southern Regional Health Authority, which has oversight for Mapen Hospital, outlined the changes that will be immediately implemented. These include the security officers accompanying staff members working the night shift to their vehicles or point of pickup when they are leaving the compound. There will also be increased patrols by cops assigned to the police post at the hospital, as well as increased mobile patrols of the hospital compound by the Clarendon Police. In addition, SRHA will be providing counseling to the injured nurse, her family, as well as other staff members. The release did not indicate if the proposed changes would be permanent or merely a short-term fix. The attack on the nurse came about 11 p.m. Sunday after she completed a 16-hour shift. She approached the hospital gates to get a taxi and was chased by a man who is believed to be mentally ill. Her colleagues are baffled that no guards came to her aid. It was an elderly man who came to the assistance of the nurse, and he was attacked as well. He is now admitted in the A&E while the nurse is badly beaten. Her skull has been fractured and she is now hospitalized, said one nurse who, along with her peers, briefly stayed off the job on Monday in protest. After a meeting with management, they went back to work, though their concerns remain. Some of their fears are shared by Councillor Joel Williams, Denby Division JLP, in whose division Mapen Hospital is located. We happen to know that there are several issues happening in and around the compound, and the security has failed to cauterize these incidences and to deal with them in a very effective way, and I have expressed that quietly. I have driven in here at nights and the security guards are asleep, he told the news. He questioned the competence of the guards who were on duty at the time of the attack. For that to have happened last night, I am not saying you are trained for what you saw happening, but at least you could have intervened. I heard the man had the nurse on the ground, beating her on the head with a stone, and for you to stay in your post without reacting is just inhumane, said a visibly peeved Williams during a visit to the hospital on Monday. According to the councillor, the man accused of the attack on the nurse has been wreaking havoc in Buckner, and the police transported him to the hospital. Several houses were damaged in that area, and this has been occurring over time with him. I am sorry the way the police handled the matter too. They should have sought help for him instead of just taking him and leaving him here. I pray to God we don't lose the nurse because I heard she's in a serious condition. I am hoping this is an eye-opener and something like this will not happen again, Williams told the news. He said he has been engaged in discussions to identify solutions for the way forward. I would like to see a number of changes here, and I have had discussions with a number of persons, including the CEO, the SMO, and others. Some will take a little time, but the first thing I would like to see corrected is the matter to do with the security, the councillor said. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.